Thank you for returning. Thank you. We have considered the application for a variation of existing premises licence for Morrison's Daily in Barnby Dun and have taken into account the written representation made and the evidence presented today, the steps that are appropriate to promote the licence objectives, the Home Office guidance and the statement of licensing policy, and have decided to grant the application in the terms set out in Appendix B of the agenda, subject to the following conditions. There will be no outbound deliveries between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. We have heard from the applicant's solicitor and that the store in question has recently been acquired from the co-op, together with a number of other stores across the country. Most of the other group stores are operating a 24-hour day, with shop doors being open during the day and the shop doors can be closed during the evening at the direction of the shop owner. The other stores are said to have operated without any nuisance being caused to neighbouring residents. Contrary to the residents' initial concerns around nuisance, traffic, light issues, in all cases the applicant asserts that residents are encouraged to contact the company with any issues and acknowledges that an application can be made for review of the licence. We are told that none of the 80 stores said to be run by the Sammy Group have had any such application for a review submitted. In relation to the planning restrictions, which was not previously known to the Sammy Group, once brought to their attention, they have immediately changed their operating hours. We are told that an application will be submitted to amend the restriction hours and appreciate that if the licence is granted today, they must comply with the planning restrictions until this is resolved. The applicant has confirmed that they are bound by the current planning restrictions and they must observe the early times. We acknowledge the applicant's representation that the planning and licensing are separate considerations and are satisfied that existing planning laws can effectively enforce any breach of the planning legislation. In relation to the provision of late night refreshment, the committee were informed that this is for the purpose of providing coffee overnight with the possibility of some hot food. The applicant advised that there would be no deliveries before 7 a.m. in the morning. The applicant stated that they would accept a condition regarding to the outgoing nighttime deliveries between 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Fiona Boothroyd, the environmental health representative, agreed this proposal. We note that the representation from environmental health that there is a number of residential premises close to the store. We acknowledge the concerns of environmental regarding light and noise nuisance, for example, resulting from the car park, increase in public nuisance, quiet residential areas, farmers' fields, paddocks, and across from the property a very quiet area. Ms. Boothroyd stated that there would be an increase in public nuisance from noise using a night pay window is a solution for the protection of the staff, but increasing likelihood of night nuisance. There may be increased traffic and additional lighting causing nuisance and public nuisance. The representation from planning confirms that a planning application would be required to variate the current hours. There would be a public consultation would take place, taking into account environmental health information. This is likely to need to go before planning committee. Whilst we acknowledge the information provided by the responsible authorities, our remit is based on licensing and the 4 licensing objectives. We have considered paragraph 14.66 and that of S82 of the revised statutory guidance, which states, there are circumstances when a condition of planning permission terminates an hour that has set for the use of permission for commercial purposes. Where these hours are different to the licensing hours, the applicant must observe the earlier closing time. Premises operating in breach of their planning permission would be liable to prosecution under the planning law. We have not been presented with any actual evidence that this premise will cause a public nuisance. We have heard there is a chance that it will cause a public nuisance, but we have not been presented with evidence that is likely to cause such issues. While the local resident did not attend the committee, we did consider her representation, but again, there was insufficient evidence to provide. We are satisfied that the applicant will promote the licence on objectives. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Could I please close the meeting now? Thank you.